Okay, so this is my first ever side-by-side camera comparison. I've got the Motorola G75 here, and I've also got the G85 here. So this is being shot at full HD at 30 FPS on both of these phones. The G75 can top out at 4K 30 FPS, whereas the G85 is just topped out at 1080p. Now, judging on the screen, to me, I think actually the G85 looks a little bit better. It's kind of keeping the blue skies a little bit better than the G75. But let me know down in the comments what you think of the camera comparison from both of these. It's a 16 megapixel selfie camera on the G75 and a 32 megapixels on the G85. Now I'm going to be walking with the sun behind me. I still think personally the G85 looks better. Let's just flip round again. But yeah, let me know what you think, and here are some selfie photos from both of these phones, and I will be chucking a speaker icon so you know which phone is displaying the audio. Here are some photos. Okay, so here is some video now coming from the ultra-wide camera on both of these phones. They both come with an 8 megapixel ultra-wide f2.2. Both shoot video at 1080p. And again, of course, you're going to lose a decent amount of quality when switching to the ultra-wide camera as opposed to using that main camera, which we'll get to in a second. But overall, it's not too bad. Again, on the screen, the G85 looks a little bit more lively than the G75, despite being the same cameras. Yeah, but overall, I seem to be more impressed with the G85 so far. It may be oversaturating ever so slightly that blue sky, but the G75 seems to be undercooking it, so to speak, from what I'm actually seeing. So, what do you think of this ultra-wide video quality? Let me know down in the comments, and let's have a look at some ultra-wide photos. And here is the star of the show. This is coming from the 50 megapixel main camera. Both the G75 and the G85 both support optical image stabilization. And the G85 caps at 1080p video, whereas the G75 can actually shoot some 4K video as well. This is just 1080p, just for a like-for-like side-by-side comparison. And again, the G85 looks to be just a little bit more detailed. Of course, it's a bit more saturated, but I actually do quite like that. And let's go directly towards the sun. They're both doing a pretty good job at handling that pretty harsh light, although it is only 7:30 in the morning. But yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, and this is the main camera, but just with a 2x crop. Doesn't look too bad. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the video from both of these phones, just from the normal 1x and the 2x. let me know down in the comments what you think. Okay, again, so this is some main video coming from both the G75 and the G85. Overall, I really like the G85 because it gives just a little bit more colour in the videos, at least it does on the screen. The G75 looks a little dull in comparison. Be sure to let me know down in the comments, and in all of these videos I do use my own personal money to purchase these phones, so if you are enjoying this video, a sub to the channel will be greatly appreciated. I've got loads more of these coming on the way as the weather is starting to look a little bit nicer, so I can get out and about out of the house. So let me know down in the comments what you think, subscribe to the channel, let's carry on. Okay, so not a very exciting subject, but I'm going to try and have a look at how each phone focuses when you move to do different things. Seems to do a pretty good job at refocusing on the branches and then back down onto the rock and then out and about. And while we're doing the focus, let's take a look at some macro photography. I'm not a big advocate for macro photography, but especially on these cheaper phones, but they're here, so we might as well have a look. And as far as macro photography goes, they're not too bad. Of course, they use the ultra-wide cameras because there's no dedicated 2 megapixel macro camera on either of these phones, which is great. The fact that it uses just that higher resolution for those macro shots. Either way, I'm not really a big user of it. Although the microscope modes on some of the Oppo phones was pretty cool. But here is some more front-facing video from both of these phones. Unfortunately, there's no portrait video on either of these phones, which I suppose isn't really the end of the world. Snapdragon 6S Gen 3 on the G85 and a Snapdragon 6 Gen 3, so a bit more power with the G75, which of course helps it be able to shoot that 4K resolution video. But again, let me know down in the comments what you think of both of these phones, what you think of this video. Is there more that you'd like me to take a look at? I've got a few more Motorolas that I will be doing comparisons on. I've got the Samsung Galaxy A16 5G, which I can put alongside maybe the G55 or something like that. But let me know down in the comments. Hit subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, now I've got to wait and do some nighttime stuff. So at 12 hours, I should be able to do that.
A few moments later.
Okay, so this is just to wrap up this video, just some nighttime video coming from the main camera. And as you'd expect, it's not going to be the best quality. But let me know down in the comments what you think of the video. And this last little bit of video coming from the selfie cameras. There's not really much in the way of street lights around here. I'll just try and get underneath one so you can have a bit of a better look. Once you get a little bit of lighting, it doesn't look too bad. But like I said, it's about what you'd expect from a budget phone. So that'll wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.